Scum Report. How about that? I actually recorded that this morning. Kind of cheesy, I know. But I'm excited. Every week, at 10 in the morning on Saturday, the Scum Report. And I posted it on the my Facebook page yesterday, and I know you checked it out. Because I saw that, like, 24 views. Thank you, as always, for paying attention and checking me out. Remember Kurt Loder and all those MTV VJs? You know, they'd had the MTV Music News. Just thought it'd be a good idea to have my own music news or something similar to that. Hopefully, like everything else, it's entertaining, and that's the whole point. And I'm going to start off. I'm just going to get this out of the way because I have to. And it's the NFL and the players kneeling and all that shit that we're all probably tired of hearing about. I know I am. It really has ruined the games for me. Whatever side you fall on, alright? And I'm not going to get into a debate about that personally, and I said this before. I think they should stand for a minute. That's just my opinion, alright? I wasn't trying to go in deep and talk about all the, the players kneeling, and it's a silent protest, and in their mind they're not disrespecting the flag. Well, for the most part, a lot of the fans think they are. And it's hurt the ratings. It has. And I guarantee you, next year, they're either going to pass a rule that all players stand, or they just won't. Neither of the teams will come out for the national anthem. That's what will happen. Because it always comes down to money, and the NFL is not going to lose money. I knew it was getting kind of crazy when I saw that DirecTV was going to refund people who had purchased the Sunday NFL ticket. I was like, wow, this is just some crazy shit. But honestly, I'm going to spare you talking about it. I know I really am. I'm just burnt out on it. It's really, really taken the excitement out of the season for me. I don't know what that says about me. It's not that I don't care about problems in our country. I guess I just don't want to hear NFL players bitching about it. There you go. Anyway, the next thing. I just go from one great topic into another, and it's not like I'm real excited to talk about this. Decapitated. Remember them? The death metal band got accused of rape at a show. After a show in Spokane, Washington. A couple ladies went onto the bus, and their version of the story is that they got invited on there for drinks, and one of the ladies was getting groped, and she didn't like that. She went to the bathroom and basically got gang raped in the bathroom. It's a real disturbing and disgusting story. It's fucking sickening if that's what happened. I do believe they've been in jail since, I think they got arrested on September 9th. Well, yesterday, they were charged with it. So, this is going to trial. Somebody, somewhere, thought there was enough evidence, so they are getting charged with rape. And I kind of dived into this yesterday. Two of the band members, Piotrowski and Kiltaka, I don't know if I'm pronouncing their names right. I apologize if I am. They're getting charged with second-degree rape, and the other two guys in the band, I'm going to slaughter these names too, Lysechko and Wiesek, third-degree rape. Of course, their lawyer, Steve Graham, came out and said their story will be heard. They will be proven innocent. I looked it up, what the difference was between second-degree and third-degree rape. Basically, they're both disgusting and vile acts. A person that's getting accused of second-degree rape is still the same sick asshole that a person that gets accused with third degree. Basically, the difference is, second degree, the alleged victim is forced into sexual acts where they were mentally or physically incapacitated, right? They couldn't defend themselves mentally or physically. They were impaired. And third degree, it's just a lack of consent. Either way, it really doesn't matter. It's fucking rape. Any way you slice it, it's disgusting. And I know I want to get the full story. We'll get more information as the case moves along, and you really want to wait till all the facts get out before you start, saying guilty or not guilty. I do know this, and I talked about this on the podcast. People on these social media sites, and I know I talk about it all the time, but I really am so tired of, she wanted it, or they wanted it. Oh, they knew what was going to happen when they got on the tour bus. They wanted it. Just shut the fuck up. Every time, and we see these stories, and I get it. Listen, when women say they were raped and they lie about it, that's bullshit. That really is. To put that kind of stigma or label on somebody as, this guy's a rapist. You can't do that to somebody. That's just as bad as making it up. But I just get tired of this mentality because a few sick bitches, and we know they're out there, have made up a story like that. Now, whenever it happens, oh, they made it up. They made it up. Oh, they wanted it. That is so fucking sickening to say that. It really is. And let me tell you something. When this first happened, I said, hey, let this play out before we come to a conclusion on everything. Let's see what happens. We know how this works. And that was about a month ago, where we just found out that they were getting accused of this, and of course, they've been saying all along, the band, that they had nothing to do with this. But now to get officially charged with it, there's some facts somewhere to back up these ladies, their version of the story. Either way, just what the human race, man. I don't know anymore. I'm at a loss for words. Yes, the chatterbox is at a loss for words. Sick fucks. The next thing, we'll transition from sick fucks in music to Hollywood. And I talked about this the other day, kind of went off a little bit on a rant. I know, shocker. This Harvey Weinstein thing. We've known this for a long time, that this kind of shit's been going on. And once again, same thing with the ladies and the rape. Already seen a couple people when more women started coming out talking about what this asshole done to him. Oh, here we go. Yep. Now you'll have 100 women, and half of them nothing happened. They're just saying it did. Why do we do this? Why? What a bunch of negative Nancy bitches. Seriously, it's so ridiculous. And I said this on the podcast. I am glad that people are talking about it. And I know I was watching a show on YouTube, Collider Videos, and they were talking about the new Star Wars movie, and people are on there. I didn't click on here to hear about that shit. I want to talk about the trailer. That is the problem. They took like 5 minutes to address the situation. Shut up and listen, alright? It ain't gonna kill you to take 5 minutes and listen and appreciate what they're trying to say, you know. And I said this. We know there's more of these assholes, like Weinstein. He ain't the only one that's been doing this shit. And the stories about Affleck, I'm calling him Affleck now. You know, Ben Affleck. Took it easy on him for a while, and I thought, and even with his politics, him and Matt Damon, I thought, alright, I'll try to take the politics out of it, even though I disagree with him. Just shut the fuck up when it comes to politics. Go act in your movies and shut up. Sorry, that's just the way I am. But it's back to Affleck now. And the one woman he apologized for groping, and then we're getting another story, a makeup artist saying that he groped her too. But if it's true that you had a couple actresses that went to Affleck and Matt Damon telling them about Weinstein, and you know, they shrugged it off and stopped the story, fuck the both of you. I won't be watching your movies anymore either if that's the case. And that's what I do. I'm not saying everybody has to be like me. That's what I do. You know, I don't watch Tom Cruise movies anymore. I'm not comparing him to a sexual predator. He's just a fucking lunatic. Alright? And I'm not watching this shit. That's what I do. The more and more politics that come out of your mouth, the less and less I will be watching you. It's just that simple for me. And you know, now Rose McGowan, which, by the way, I'm glad she called his ass out. Yeah, Ben Affleck. You know, obviously, where there's smoke, there's fire. So we know there's some truth to these stories that Damon and Affleck were protecting their boy here. But, you know, to say that he raped her, what a fuck. Hollywood is just full of sick fucks like that. And what I was saying, and I mentioned this in the podcast too, don't go to these fucking movies, right? There's an actor in there that you don't like, that said some shit, or did some shit. Don't pay the money to go see it. Fuck these people. Jeepers Creepers 3, right? The director of that movie is a convicted child molester. You can look it up. Don't give him any money. And I saw 2 or 3 reviews of it. It's pretty atrocious. Just skip it. Even if it's free on TV, skip it. Don't give these sick fuckers the satisfaction. Alright? Because the problem is, with the sick monsters like Weinstein, you got the actors, not all of them, some actors and actresses that protect him. Perfect example, and I'm bringing this story up again because it just burns my ass every time. And I actually went and looked it up again, the video, and it's Kim Cattrall, that same one that was in Sex and the City, right? What's-her-face's best friend in there. she did a movie with Polanski, and the guy that was interviewing her said, "How do you, how difficult was it for you to work with him, given what happened with basically Roman Polanski raping a teenager and getting away with it, fleeing the country, and avoiding prosecution? It's just so fucking sickening." And she says, "Well, I separate that from the artist." Oh, shut the fuck up. Go fuck yourself, bitch. Seriously, that is ridiculous. Oh, he's a child molester? Oh, he's a rapist? Well, I know that's bad, but he's a really good movie director. And I just have to be in his movie. I mean, that happens all the time. That doesn't mean he's a bad person because he raped a teenage girl. Oh, I cannot stand her now. I'm telling you, I can't. I'm sorry. And then, what's even worse is I'm calling her out, and I have people on YouTube telling me, "Oh, get over it. Get over it." Alright, and these people that are in these movies with these directors, they don't care. Yeah, you're right. So, they don't care, so I'm not supposed to care. Fuck you. Alright, I have a mom and a daughter and aunts, and two of my best friends in the entire world are women, Becky and Jenna. You are that is so fucking retarded to think that way. And that's really what it is. You can go after all the big shots with all the money, and I'm glad. Listen, his company fired his ass, Weinstein. Good for them. Just don't stop there. You know? I also mentioned too, you can look this up. Marlon Brando. Fuck him too. Movie Last Tango in Paris. The woman, there's a young woman in there. Her name was Maria Schneider, and she's been in other movies. She basically got raped in that movie, Last Tango in Paris, in that scene. And I'm telling you, it fucked her up. It really did. You can read her story. She was 19, he was 48 at the time, because once again I had the people, well, she could have stopped that. Well, she had her clothes off for half the movie, so... Well, why is it okay to fucking think that way? That's so fucking stupid to think that way. And listen, man, and I said this too, I love The Godfather. Godfather 1 and 2 are amazing movies. I haven't watched Godfather 1 since. I haven't. When I found out how that sick fuck Marlon Brando basically raped a woman, got away with it. That woman had no idea that scene was going to go down that way. And you sick fucks that want to protect these monsters that do that, go ahead. That's fine. I'm not. I'm telling you. If there's a movie that you want to see, you have every right to go see it. Go. I have no problem with that. But if there are directors and actors and all these other sick fuckers that are doing wrong things and then nobody cares about it, don't give them your money. I don't. That's just me. Just like the NFL. Where's it going to hurt Hollywood the most? Money. You know? And I'm telling you, this bothers me too. Like, Jennifer Lawrence will not do a movie for under $20 million. Will not. Why? Why? Because you're... Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. Because you're an actress. And this is another thing she said that just fucking ripped my ass too. People don't know. Like, it's so hard when you're looked as a sex symbol and you have to look good all the time. You don't understand what it's like to wake up in the morning and be beautiful and have all these guys that, want to have sex with you. It's just, shut up, bitch. And take that stupid movie with you and shove it up your ass, mother. Yeah. And come to find out that the director is her boyfriend. Oh, that's a shocker, right? And then I really shouldn't attack her like that, but I really am sick of actors and actresses getting paid that amount of money to act. And remember, Tom Cruise, that stupid shit he said, whenever it was, 2 or 3 years ago, I work as hard as soldiers do, 12, 14 hours a day. Oh, shut the fuck. Don't ever compare yourself to a soldier, asshole. Alright? And I'm glad Mark Wahlberg called his ass out on that. He's like, quit comparing yourself to a soldier, you dipshit. And this is another thing. Just because I respect the flag doesn't make me a hillbilly. I know, I'm kind of going all over the place right now. But I made a couple comments about that on Twitter. The minute you talk about, I wasn't even trying to attack anybody. I wasn't attacking any players. I just said, I respect the flag. Okay, hillbilly, get in your pickup truck and, go have sex with your uncle. What the? Because of that? I get attacked just like that because I like the flag. Go eat a big bag of shit. That's what you need to do. Ridiculous. So on the movie, let's talk about some happy stuff. I don't want to be a total negative Nancy here. On the very first episode of the Scum Report, I'm liking this. Can you tell? The good thing about this too is because I usually don't get to talk on Saturdays and Sundays, and it's a lot of me talking to myself, and that's not good because people think there's something wrong with me, like neighbors. Dude, who you talking to out there? Myself. Yeah, I answer my own questions. Seriously. I know it's kind of sad, but when you're a squawk box like me, that just happens. Of course, we've had some new movies come out. Blade Runner 2049. I want to talk about that real quick. I guess it didn't do real good at the box office, and I went and watched the original Blade Runner with Harrison Ford. Decent movie. I like it. I wouldn't call it like action-packed or anything like that, but it was decent. But when someone said that the running time of Blade Runner 2049 is 2 hours and 43 minutes, you think that's maybe a little too long? Maybe that's why people aren't going to the movie. 2 hours and 43 minutes? And I know there's certain movies that go that long, those Lord of the Rings movies, and I get that because it's kind of an epic story, but when you're talking about a movie like Blade Runner, does it really have to be 2 hours and 43 minutes long, where there's a lot of dialogue? Lots of dialogue sometimes equals very boring. I'm just talking about from the consumer point of view. The Foreigner that came out, Jackie Chan. Pretty good reviews, although they're saying don't go into the movie expecting to see Jackie Chan just whip ass, because even though the trailer shows that, and it does happen in spots, it's really not like that. It's more of like a political thriller. Oh, that word political. I had to bring that word back up, didn't I? But a lot of the reviews I've seen are talking about it's a Pierce Brosnan movie. That he's really good, and Jackie Chan's really good in it too, but just don't go into the movie thinking it's just Jackie Chan back to his old self whipping ass. It's more of a drama, thriller, political type kind of movie. It's something to do with the IRA, Republican, the Irish Army. and Pierce Brosnan's connected to him. Anyway, still good. So, and I like Jackie Chan personally, so it doesn't really matter to me in it either way. I was going to check it out. I like the Rush Hour movies. Not going to get into that either because I had somebody call me out for that. Oh, well, you'd make a real good movie critic, Scummalicious. Rush Hour 3 is fucking trash. Oh, okay, right. Because you've made so many movies yourself and you know how to act. Me and the kids like them. You know, those 3 movies, all the Rush Hours, they're funny. They're funny movies. We have fun watching them. And I think of the kids when they come on. Sorry for being, such a lousy fucking critic because I like movies that other people don't. The mentality of our society. I just love it. Of course, I kind of have that mentality too, right? Happy Death Day. Let's talk about that. It's a new movie. Basically, what I'm getting from it is that it's Groundhog Day, only it's like a slasher movie. They say the lead, I don't know what her name is, the blonde girl says she's really good in it. Said it's a fun movie, but what I really hate, and wow, here I go off on a little tangent again. Geez, Scumlicious, I might want to change the tone of this next Saturday. Nobody wants to click on this and hear me bitch all the time, but listen, the one thing I hated, the PG-13 thing rating with these horror movies. Come on! Give us a rated R movie just because you want it PG-13 and more kids can see it. We need more movies where people are getting fucked up. Arms ripped off. I want to see blood squirting from veins. Feet getting chopped up. Brains laying on the floor. These PG-13, that rating, it's really starting to irritate me. Give us some NC-17 like they've done with the original Evil Dead now. Has anyone seen that? I did. I thought it should have been that all along. The original one. Not Evil Dead 2, the original one. The dude gets stabbed in the... No, actually it's one of the chicks. She gets stabbed in her foot with a pencil. Oh, pretty tough to watch. But yeah. Give us an actual horror movie. Scary. Rated R. NC-17. Tell with that PG-13 shit. Alright. And on that note, I'm going to give you 5 movies. Horror movies. And I'm going to do this next week too. I'm going to pick 5 underrated horror movies. And then the last weekend I'm going to give you my review of the classics, like the top 5 considered ultimate horror movies. But this week, it's the 5 that really suck. And hopefully, and I know my buddy will check this out and she'll agree with me. Halloween 1 and 2, the Rob Zombie remakes. Motherfucker, go back, just stick to your music. Just more human than the human, more human than the human. For one thing, yeah, and let me say this. Some of his movies, they're not bad. They're actually, a couple of them are better than I thought they'd be. It's kind of ironic that he gets the same people in every movie. And he has to put his wife in every movie. I can't stand her. I'm sorry, I just can't. I know you love her, Rob, and I know that she had dreams of being a Hollywood actress, but you're the only one that puts her in movies. So maybe that should tell you something right there. Alright? His remakes of Halloween 1 and 2, I watched like 5 minutes of the second one. Just keep your hands off of those movies. Leave them alone. And the original, the remake, what did he do? Well, we get to see Michael when he was younger, and we get to see a young kid say fuck, and see that he gets pissed off really easy, and we already knew that. We knew he was fucked up. We didn't need to see that. And then, of course, shocker. his mom is a stripper. Rob Zombie's wife plays a stripper. Unbelievable. And then, of course, is it the boyfriend or stepdad? I swear, he's in every Rob Zombie movie. No. Anyway, the other one, Children of the Corn. For years, I never watched this movie. Heard about it. Stephen King. And, I like some Stephen King stuff, and other stuff is just stupid. Children of the Corn. When I got finished watching that, I said to myself, that's an hour and 40 minute, whatever it was, that I will never get back. It's what a ridiculous movie. So the whole time, these kids are evil and they're weird, and they go to the corn, and it's like this green the whole time. Right? This green alien blob that they've been worshiping. When the ending of that, and it was so, I get it, special effects have advanced over the years, which is a good thing, but really, at the ending of that, I just thought to myself, no wonder a lot of people hate horror movies, because it's just stupid. They just called it the green glob. And then that one kid, what was his name? I forget, the redheaded kid. Not him, but the other one. That talked in this kind of voice. It's just like, kid, you wouldn't be my leader for very long, because I'd have stabbed you about the first 10 minutes of the movie. You wouldn't be leading anyone. Scream. That's the other one. I watched it. It's just, let's get all the pretty girls, and have them scream, and then the two popular guys, at the party, all the girls, ooh, these guys are so funny, and they get all the alcohol. Those end up being the killers. Isn't it Drew Barrymore? My boyfriend's big and he plays football, right? And I don't know, I get sick of these horror movies where everybody is so good looking, right? And there's always the one girl who could have any guy that she wants, but her character is just like having so many problems, because the one guy that she really loves doesn't love her the same. It's so tough for her because she's so beautiful. How does she get through the day with all of her beauty? And then just the scream, nothing original to me. Just when it came out and I heard about, you love horror movies, you got to see this, you got to see Scream. Sorry, it's not very good. And the last one, and I mentioned Jeepers Creepers 3. I don't like the Jeepers Creepers movies. I really don't. What is it, half bat, half scarecrow thing? It just really, it isn't scary to me. It really isn't. And they're on that, the first one, who is it? What's his name? Justin Long and his sister. And then the second one, that's the team on the bus. To me, it's just not a scary entity, whatever the fuck it is. Half mutant bat thing. Whatever it is, I really don't know, and honestly, I really don't care. And I guarantee you, I'm not watching the third one. Okay? Fuck you, child molester. You want to make a movie? Fine. Ain't nobody gonna go watch it. Alright. Music. Yeah. Yeah, what? I know what you're saying, like, oh, you're actually gonna fucking talk about music? Yeah, I know. Took me a while to get there. I reviewed Marilyn Manson this week, Heaven Upside Down. I said it was scummy, and you can check out the video. I got a new rating system for all my albums now. I simplified it. I think you'll like it. I gave it a scummy. It's solid. My main thing is, if you weren't a Marilyn Manson fan, I don't think this album is going to do anything to make you one. It's, to me, but see, a lot of it for me is the music. All right, I just don't like industrial goth music. I like guitars and distortion. I don't like processors and drum machines and programming. shit like that. That's just me. He's got some cool lyrics in some of these songs, but the thing about Marilyn Manson now, and I said this too, which maybe it says a lot about me, he really can't do anything that really shocks us anymore. You know, because when he first came out, it was all shocking, right? Everybody's like, whoa, Marilyn Manson, so fucking satanic. You know, sweet dreams all made of this. Remember when he... Remember that one? The Eurythmics cover? But, yeah, which, honestly, that does say a lot. It's like, he's not really shocking anymore. You know, we've seen everything. And we really have. We've seen everything. We've heard everything, and it's kind of hard to shock us anymore. But it's not terrible. I just didn't get crazy over it. The Darkness, Pinewood Smile, another band not a huge fan of, but they had a couple songs I liked. I know they had the one hit in like around 2000, and then I remember Justin Hawkins, the singer, he had to go to rehab. But I'll tell you what, Pinewood Smile surprised me. It's got some funny songs on there. They have a song called Uniball where he sings about a dude having one testicle. They got a good sense of humor. And I said this when I was reviewing it. It's good to have bands like The Darkness and Steel Panther, because everything's so serious now. You know, it's okay to have a band and have a few laughs, and I liked it. I was surprised by it. The one thing about The Darkness that's, to me, is the either hit or miss, it is the singer Justin Hawkins. His voice, like, holy shit, how in the hell do you hit all them high notes? Seriously. But that voice can be pretty overbearing sometimes. You either love it or you hate it. I don't think there's an in-between when it comes to The Darkness, but I like the album, Pinewood Smile. Propagandhi, Victory Lap. And I had a little critique of my review on that. I had a person tell me, good lord, mate, get to the review. It took me 3 or 4 minutes to get to the actual review of the album. It's a good point. I kind of ramble on sometimes. But anyway, Victory Lap, it's a solid album. Like I said, when it comes to politics, and they are very political. Just go to their Wikipedia page, you'll see all the different shit that they're into. And that, right there, it's kind of a turnoff for me. But I'm not saying that they can't play their instruments. They obviously can, good musicians. And that Failed Imagineer, the video, I still listen to that song. If all their songs were like that, I'd be really amped. It's catchy as hell. But even with the politics, I try to put them aside, and I try to be honest as I can about the music. It's a solid album. It's just like a lot of the lyrics sometimes, I'm lost. I'm like, what in the fuck is he singing about? It makes me feel stupid. Like, I gotta Google this shit because I have no idea what the hell he's talking about. And yesterday, I reviewed the Lillingtons. Stella Saliente. I gotta tell you, that's the best album I've heard in a long time. Not kidding. And I liked the Lillingtons. Alright, and this is their first album in a decade. I liked them. I thought they had some songs that were good, but I just thought of them as another Ramones band. You know, they sounded like the Ramones, only throwing the occasional F-bomb here and there, right? Kind of like the Queers, kind of. You know, there's a shitload of those Ramones type bands, but this ain't the Ramones. This is totally different. It's the Twilight Zone meets the Outer Limits meets conspiracy theories, and it's a really cool album. So different. It's very like spacey, you know. And there's a couple guitar solos on this. Holy shit! Shred that shit, my friend. Surprised the hell out of me. I'm telling you. And I posted this on their Facebook page, the Bomb Pops, a couple weeks ago. I said, look, we're getting later in the year. I don't know. I still haven't heard an album. It's better than yours so far. There's been some good ones. Rancid had a good one. Shoot. 88 Fingers Louie, or shit. I'm getting all confused here. They had a good one. I'm telling you though, the Lillingtons, Stella Saliente, and of course the guy Cody. He's in the Teenage Bottle Rocket also. I'll tell you. Right now it's the Bomb Pops and the Lillingtons for Punk Album of the Year for me. And that looks like we'll wrap it up right there. Not bad. First ever. Scum Report. And like I said, every Saturday, 10 a.m., I'll be here dealing out the news for you. Alright. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take it easy. And if it's easy, take it twice. I'm out.